Glory be to God. It is July the 28th. Amen. Glory be to God. It is Friday. I'm praying travel grace and mercy to everybody that's going to and fro. Y'all, let's go ahead and get started. It's the show. Gospel Baptist Church, this Pastor Markia. Amen. Jesus Christ is a lesson. Every day is a blessing. Waking up early in the morning just to give him the honor and the glory and the praise. Hey, calling on his holy name. Amen. Glory be to God. I hope all is well with everyone. I pray that you enjoying your Friday. Amen. I pray that you're having a blessed day. Amen. I pray that you're keeping in touch with your loved ones and all of that. So I got some stuff that I wanted to show y'all. Remember what I was talking about yesterday? So I'm going to have to go to it. So one of the guys that worked in the government, amen, he works in the government, and he was talking about the UFOs. They calling him a whistleblower, and this is when he came on the news, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and replay him, and then I'm gonna go show some stuff. This is what he's really referring to, but he's kind of keeping it under the rug because he ain't saying it, but he's saying it, and he's trying to let people know about UFOs. I think they call him PA something too. They call him something else too. So listen to him.
Human origin, technical vehicles, call it spacecraft if you will, non-human, exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed. We have spacecraft from another species. We do, yeah. How many? Quite a number. You're kidding. Now, when you recover something that's either landed or crashed, sometimes you encounter dead pilots. And believe it or not, as fantastical as that sounds, it's true.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go into deep because he say spacecrafts, and so we know it is people that live in this world, and we ain't the only ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and go here. I got this off of a video that I was watching. Amen. And on this thing, I said they look like the black, maybe two people of Africa's Central Sudanic region, the Democratic Republic of the Congos, with elongated heads, but their heads in the video is just a little smaller. And so I'm gonna actually go to the next video. So y'all check this out, because this, I know I talked about this, but I'm talking about it again, because these are really human beings that they keep coming across. Amen.
Formed a protection line around the ship, and the people at that Air Force base, the commander, had a meeting with the individuals that were aboard this ship, and this particular race that landed those ships and that are seen in these huge cigar-shaped ships, they are a black race. They look like African Americans. They were about 6'4", 6'5". These tight-fitting black leather outfits on, and the weapons that they came out of the ships with, they were huge weapons. And if you cigar-shaped ships appeared over the Air Force base, these cigar-shaped ships were over a mile in length. One of them landed on the airport landing strip area. When it touched the ground, it created an earthquake like about a 3.5 to 4. It terrified everybody in the area. The back of this craft opened up, and several hundred young men with huge, heavy weapons came out of two sides of the ship and formed a protection line around the ship. And these people at that Air Force base, the commanders, had a meeting with the individuals that were aboard this ship, and this particular race that landed those ships and that are seen in these huge cigar-shaped ships, they are a black race. They look like African African Americans. They were about 6'4", 6'5". These tight-fitting black leather outfits on, and the weapons that they came out of the ships with, they were huge weapons. And if you
So basically, they were saying they was at an airport, and it was a huge cigar-shaped looking ship, and it landed. And when it landed, it did a earthquake. It made the ground shake, and on both sides of it, about 100 black people came up out of it, and they had a meeting with the people. So they had to be speaking the English language, amen. So, you know, we know about the 7 continents because it's in the inside of that ice wall, but it's continents outside of the ice wall. And this is probably where these people are coming. But over there in Antarctica, which is where the ice wall is at, you know, they like dug a hole under the ground, and you go through there, and it's like a whole nother world under there. So they're calling it another paradise, but it's just like people life under the world, like these underground cities and stuff like that. So this is where these people are coming from, and then around that ice wall is other continents around the ice wall, but this is gonna verify some of this too.
These people are inside the whole earth, been living there for 2,500 years. There is one continent inside the earth and one ocean. Their capital city is built around the original lost Garden of Eden. The vegetation grows like a paradise. The people live to be up to 800 years old. They communicate with telepathy. The inner earth people have built these androids that fly their flying saucers out to reconnoiter the outer earth. Our government has been knocking flying saucers out of the sky and back engineering these flying saucers. The people that live in the hollow earth are not extraterrestrials. They're from the lost tribes of Israel.
Amen. Glory be to God. And like he said, they've been knocking flying saucers. These people right here have the flying saucers. So the guy that came on the news briefing yesterday, this guy right here, he was a whistleblower, and he was talking about like they got another spacecraft, and they got like 9 bodies. 9 dead bodies on these spacecrafts and stuff. And so these are the people that's coming on those spacecrafts. Amen. So it's just not the little alien green man or nothing like that. It is actual. So they've been knocking flying saucers out for years, and it's coming more frequently now in the U.S. and in places and on the continents. It's coming more frequently. More people are popping up. So they got to make it known to the public some kind of way. Amen. So let's hear what he said again.
These are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles, call it spacecraft if you will, non-human, exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed. We have spacecraft from another species. We do, yeah. How many? Quite a number. You're kidding. Now, when you recover something that's either landed or crashed, sometimes you encounter dead pilots. And believe it or not, as fantastical as that sounds, it's true.
Yeah, so this came up in a news briefing yesterday. Glory be to God. Stuff is going on around the world. People are popping up. Amen. They don't want to live in the ground no more. Amen. You know how Trump would always say, they have found little cities in the ground and stuff. These people was living in the ground. They don't want to live in the ground no more. They want to live on top of the earth. Amen. Glory be to God. Let them people come up out the ground. Amen. They don't want to stay down there no more. The ancestors travel through there on that ground like that, and they don't want to live up under that no more. Okay, so they coming out. And they have advanced technology. Do you hear what I'm saying? They probably have more. If you notice, science, NASA know more about space than they know about the water, the ocean, and these people probably know so much about the ocean. They have had encounters even with seeing people in the ocean, and they're like very tall, like basketball player tall. Amen. Glory be to God. So they look a little different, so they call them species and all that kind of stuff like that, because we all come at an average height over here in the Americas and in the U.S. We short, kind of not so tall, but they all like tall, like basketball players, like, so, so that's how that goes. So it's really not as weird as it seems, but when you explain it in a way that you can point it out, it don't make you seem crazy. Because you seem crazy, you talking about that stuff. It ain't crazy. This is normal, and this is what happened here on the earth. Amen. These are God's people, and they gravitated to different places, and they start living on the earth and up under the earth. Amen. Glory be to God. And they have technology that they're flying around, and it's getting knocked out the atmosphere when it comes into U.S. territory and stuff like that. But they are in U.S. territory too, because they're just living under the ground, in the hollow earth with the one continent and the one ocean. So people have actually witnessed these events. They have actually seen these cities. It is documented in books. You can Google the Iron Republic or the Ancestral Republic. You can Google that. You'll hear so many people talking about it and stuff like that. And the thing with the guy, with the guy and the kids, I said, like, they looked like the main me two people with the round-gated heads. I mean, with more rounder heads. I said round-gated heads. Y'all, excuse me, the main me two people with the elongated heads in South Sudan. That's in Africa. You can even Google that. Yeah, I mean, you can verify the people origins or where they could come from or the people that they might look like and all that kind of stuff like that. So we ain't gonna act like that. Little green Martians and all that kind of stuff. We ain't gonna play on the mind of people like that. We gonna tell the truth. Amen. We're going to tell the truth and we're going to shame the devil. God's people the descendants of Noah walked all across this earth, end up under it. Amen. So we just saying it, and I will be on here later, y'all. That's my time, y'all. I'm going to go give me something to eat, y'all. I'm over here starving. And I pray y'all have a blessed day. Amen. Jesus Christ is a lesson. Every day is a blessing. Waking up early in the morning just to give him the honor and the glory and the praise. Calling on his holy name.